Hi, I'm Gravel Bike Mark, welcome to another video. So this video we're going to cover, basically if you're a fairly fit cyclist, why you need an e-bike. Because up until last week I didn't think I did. So I'm going to give you 3 good reasons why an e-bike would benefit you, even though you're fairly fit. Today I'm on the actual gravel bike and I'll prove a point. Number 1, easy days or recovery days. Well, if you've got an e-bike, you still commute to work, still ride your bike. But what you're not doing, sorry I'm just going up a hill, is you are not taxing your body. So you're just basically having a spin out. You can whack it on full power, still get the benefit of riding, but just not absolutely tax yourself. So that's reason 1. Reason 2, gym days. If you're going to do the gym and you're doing strength work, especially leg work, you don't want your legs to be rinsed. Perfect for gym days. I've got to get off the bike here and push up this bridge. It might be a good time to actually do number 3 because it's so windy. It's actually not very windy up here. So number 3, Zone 2 training. So I do a lot of Zone 2 training over the winter because it keeps the endurance up. The problem I have is, because I'm a big lad, I'm 100 kilo. Every time I hit a hill, I end up in Zone 3, Zone 4, sometimes Zone 5. And also, when it's really cold, it's really hard to sit in Zone 2 as well. So you end up with all your clothes on, duffel coat, the lot, woolly hats, just so you can stay in Zone 2. However, with the older electric bike, you can pretty much sit in Zone 2, a decent pace. And then when you hit the hills, you can just power up the bike. And what I'll do is I'll show you in a minute. We'll go to the bike and I'll show you. And basically you can power up. And by doing that then, you're still doing Zone 2 up the hills. The bike's doing a little bit of the work for you. It's a really good hack. Never even thought of it until riding an electric bike for the first time last week. But yeah, Zone 2 training. Basically, I'm not a fan of riding indoors, just the way I am. I prefer to ride out even in the winter. I find it a bit stuffy, I sweat a lot. I think you get more benefit from riding outside, just the fresh air, just feel better. So by doing Zone 2 on an electric bike, it means every time I hit an incline or a big hill, I just power it up, and all that does then is keeps me in Zone 2 instead of me shooting up into Zone 5 within about 10 or 15 seconds. So yeah, it's a hack I never even thought of before, but there we go. Zone 2 training on an e-bike. Who'd have thought?
So as you can see here, it's the keypad on the Planet X Envoy. Basically, if you want to power up, you just tap the top, and that's it. And it goes up to 9, and then you tap the bottom, and it'll go back down to 1. 1 relatively means you'll be working yourself, and 9 pretty much means that you will be using full power. So when you hit the hill, you'll feel it straight away. It'll just power you straight up the hill. Really, really good. So what I'm going to do is quickly go through my Strava, and I'm going to show you what I mean by you can do recovery rides, but you can also use a bike for Zone 2 training. Now what I've done is I've taken a selection of my gravel bike rides and my e-bike rides over a week, all on the same route. They're just basically going the opposite direction. So if we look at this Zone 2 e-bike ride here, and you can see relative effort is 10. So I've hardly used any effort, and I've mainly stayed in Zone 1 and Zone 2. And then on my gravel bike, very little in Zone 1. That's just when I set off. A fair bit in Zone 2, Zone 3, and then Zone 4. And then we'll go back to another gravel ride, and you can see there, just crept into Zone 3, and mainly Zone 2, which is nice. And relative effort is quite low as well, 21. And then the next day I went back onto the gravel bike, and the same sort of picture as the first gravel ride is where I crept into Zone 4. That's basically on hills or inclines, but I've managed to stay in Zone 2 a fair bit. but my relative effort overall was 52. And then finally on the last day, I did the I used the e-bike, and as you can see there again, loads of zone 2, zone 1, and a little bit into zone 3, and my relative effort was really low. So what I was saying earlier is you can use an e-bike for zone 2 training, but you can also use it for your recovery rides. And if you look at this ride here, I went really slow. I used maximum power all the way, so I really didn't have to do any maximum effort. But what I did do is just keep the legs spinning, which was nice, and it meant I still could commute, but because it was a rest day, I didn't use much energy. And actually, what it was, I don't think it was a rest day. I was doing some more training in the evening, which involved sprinting. So what I was trying to do is just keep my legs in a good place, really. But there you go. That's one of the advantages of having an e-bike is you can do that zone 2 training, but also use it for just recovery rides. So that's it, another video done. I hope it was of some use, and thanks again to Planet X for lending me the Envoy electric bike. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and comment below. Thank you.